IBM's still looking decent here. Again, I'm out of it already. Don't trust the market at all. Q is just moving sideways here. Just going to look for some outstanding stocks, see if I can find anything to trade that's stands out. IBM was a good setup. Not really seeing much to trade. And IBM's kind of squeezing a little bit here with a little compression here near the high. SPY still trading right up around 605. Again, 605.50 was the high yesterday on the SPY. William looking for a app diagonal, 221, 350 calls and 214, 390 calls. Let's see, APP. Yeah, I know the premiums on app are really lucrative. $350 and $390. You're out of the money, all right. 390s on the 214, 221, 350s. You selling those 350s, William, or buying them? It sounds like you're buying the 350s on the for 221, and also. Oh, I see. For 48 and the 214s for 27-ish. You like to keep in the range. Yeah, I can then run a CDS for next week on the same calls. Yeah, it has been fairly orderly. Um, yeah, I mean, I like that. Yeah, selling the 390 for this week and buying the 350 for next week. Yeah, that makes sense to me on the because you're getting. I'm sure you're getting some really good premium on those. Um, just obviously you got to manage it with this stock. Like the CPI is a little bit of a concern for me tomorrow. That's the only thing. Yeah, if it goes to plan, you keep the 350s in the next week. Yeah, but which would be smart. Yeah, yeah. Again, it's something. I think it's a good. I think it's a good trade. You just got obviously you need to be able to manage it. But nice trade, William. I do like it. Roger, VKTX for short. Yeah, I got my only hesitation on VKTX is I do have a horizontal, high volume horizontal line at 29.45, right there, which went right down to this morning. It goes from way back, way back in here. But that is a horizontal support line. So just watch that. If it needs to get below that 29.45 and stay below there, Roger.
More comments out by Powell says believe neutral rate has risen from very low pre-pandemic level.
Allie, we might need to cut Fortinet. Yeah, I know. I agree. Still trading at 108.24. Pulling down today when the Qs are actually up. I think. Let's see the Qs. No, Qs are down as well. Qs are down about just 0.1%. Yeah, if I cut Fortinet, I'm going to wait till this afternoon to do it. I just want to watch the price action because it's a bullish setup on the daily chart.
Coming from Forbes, being circulated, Meta in talks to buy Korean AI chip startup Furiosa AI.
Roger, how far back do I go? How far back do I go for those horizontal lines? It can be a long way. I mean, it depends on where the stock is, but our big volume it's you can watch it. Those can be effective for quite a long time. A lot of times the stock gets either so far above or so far below that it doesn't really have anything at all. But this one does. Let me see if I can take a quicker look at it here. That 29.45 on that VKTX goes back to 29.24, February 9th, about a year ago. It's the bottom of a high volume candle in the top of the previous day's high volume candle. After that, the next support is at 24.91. 24.91. Nice trade, William. Yeah, you took that trade. Yeah, they're expensive, of course. Nothing I could post to the room or anything, but you got for the 350s, you got 48.50, okay, and sold the 214s for 27.20. Okay, yeah, so 2,100 bucks. Better than the intrinsic value of that for 374. Yeah, again, you just have to watch these things because app can put in some pretty big days. Right now, it's just chopping around. So I think your 390 is reasonably safe right now, which is the one that you would want to be concerned about if you get a rip up. If the market pulls back, the 390s are going to drop. You'll be able to buy them back cheaper, and just hold app into next week for a nice bounce. But nice trade. Hey Dylan, hey Dylan. Dylan's over in the YouTube room. Welcome, Dylan. SPY just chopping here, very, very choppy. Again, the only trade I took today was IBM. Took profits in it already, so out of IBM. Baba was also a good one, by the way. It's moved up nicely now. It's just chopping around. You just can't stay in anything very long today. Again today, I should say. It's been like this for several weeks. Jay, looking at Intel with some moves. Yeah, it was really strong. It gapped up this morning pretty, not gap up, but it moved up pretty nicely. It's right at the 100-day moving average right now. That's a pretty big move in Intel, up almost 10%. Coming up right on the 100-day moving average right now. Here's Intel right here. Just coming up right to the 100. Nice move on it. I can't chase it.
Watching this Intel INTC up over 10% on the day, with nothing specific on the name headline-wise. That's Intel at highs.
Jonathan, what do I attribute the very low overall volume in the market, and generally LPTE feels like we may never get another good trend day at this point. Well, we will. It's just a big indecision in the market. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market as far as what are the tariffs going to do, how much are the tariffs going to be. This is just a lot of uncertainty, and the institutions are not looking to buy anything at this level. They don't want to short right now. They need to see some indications of deteriorating economic conditions if they're going to short, and they have to know what these tariffs are going to do and what the economic indicators are for this showing any upside. They're just sitting on their hands right now. That's why the volume is so dead, and it's been like this now since the middle of December. We've had a couple of decent volume days in there, but very, very few. So market just sitting in one place. It's just as I've shown this daily chart multiple times now on the SPY to show what crappy conditions these are. This was the Fed right here when they said they basically weren't going to cut interest rates. Inflation was running a little higher than they expected. Everything crashed down here, came down the next day, and made a nice bounce. And all we've been doing ever since then is just basically trapping the shorts, trapping the longs. Okay, we trap the longs here, we trap the shorts here, we trap the longs here, and doing it again. Here comes the shorts, trap the shorts. People jump into the market, big gap down, trap the longs. This is what the market's been doing. This is what single swing trading is nearly impossible right now. I mean, I just took this IBM today with the intention of getting out after a candle or two, which is what I did. There's no momentum or direction to the market at all. And all you can do as a trader is try to take some intraday trades off like the SPYs or the Qs if they set up, or even a stock if it sets up for an intraday trade, and take small positions on those, squeeze out some profits, or just sit on your hands and don't do anything. This whole situation in the market right now is very, very difficult for putting trades on. And if you have to hold them, it's overnight. It's again, you're in a crapshoot here because there's been so many gaps in the opposite direction. So who knows? We'll get a trending market again. It's just we don't know when. Right now we're just chopping around. We haven't gone anywhere in 2 months. Just going to look for some additional stocks, see if I can find anything. And IBM worked out fine for just a quick profit for me. I mean, I didn't make a lot of money on this thing. I get in around 360 and out about 420. So, 60 cents, probably about 15-16%, which is, for me on a day like this, that's really, really good. Let's see if we get any more questions here. This choppy market. Nope. So far everything's just very good. Not much to trade. Again, I took profits on IBM.
Preface commentary by President Trump.
Took profits on OKTA today.
Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent to Ukraine to meet Zelensky. This war must and will end soon. Too much death and destruction. The U.S. has spent billions of dollars globally with little to show. When America is strong, the world is at peace.
And we took OKTA off this morning. Timing was pretty good. Moved up as this is where we took it off as it was moving up this morning. This little move up, we got pretty close to that $100.36 line. Is where we put a sell order in there. I was ready to back off on the sell order, but we get filled just at the nick of time, probably right at the high on that OKTA. This is the big difficulty with trading swings right now, because you get a lot of this kind of price action, and it's really challenging. Bob is still looking decent. Getting a little extended now on the daily, but it's a nice setup. And IBM, I took profits in that one fairly quickly on a quick trade. That's about it. SPY coming down now, back toward the pivot point again. You got yellow down here on the SPY. Got the VWAP right down here. Triple Qs right to the VWAP. Getting some yellow and red here now on the momentum indicator, but it's kind of notice the direction. It's kind of drifting up a little bit here. You know, pretty much all you can do in these bad markets, you try to weather it as best you can. Take some profits, take some losses. Don't take too big of risks. Look for some intraday trades that can work for you. And that's all you can do, because the market is just really, just right now, it's just a chop fest. Urban putting in a doji right now. CRNC with a little bit of a pullback, still bullish. Verna went right down to the 15 this morning, and now it's bounced back up to the 8. Again, OKTA we're out of. Watching HIMS. HIMS is down to $1.11, but still very bullish setup. Target down 10 cents right now. Get kind of close to the sell order on this thing. Didn't make it yet, but it's still very bearish. And IBM is closed out. All right, gonna look for some stocks here. See what I can see. Getting close to lunchtime. IWM trying to get below the VWAP. Definitely bearish here. Just a very choppy market.
Members being posted in the news desk is a link to the world.
Lincoln Energy reversal way back here.
The Wyse report.
Took a few IWM puts here, a few IWM puts for the SPY super system here, breaking below the VWAP. Don't know if it'll continue or not, but I'm going to keep a very tight rein on this thing. IWM puts. I took the 226 puts expiring today. Again, very choppy market. You have to keep a really tight rein on these things. IWM's been fairly weak here today. Down about 0.7% right now. It's down over 1% earlier. It bounced back, but it's coming in right now. And again, I'm just trying to take some quick profits on some IWM puts here. I took the 76 puts, the 226 puts expiring today. I took them for 71 cents, and this is a fairly close to the money trade as opposed to in the money. And I just got a sell order at 91 in case I can get, just trying to get about $20 a contract on it. IWM doesn't move like the Qs do, or the SPY. Sorry, I had to sneeze. IWM coming in. SPY trying to get below that VWAP. Unable to right now. Q's the weakest. Look at this. Q's come down. Q's are coming in pretty hard. Very nice drop in the Q's. Again, I took the IWM as a Q's with the high Kanachi reversal there through the multiple. This is actually a high Kanachi continuation through the VWAP. Want to see regular candles here. Nice move down on the Q's. IWM also flushing down here now as well. And again, I get into the IWM puts. I took some IWM puts, just trying to grab a quick 20 cents, which was for a 71 cent entry is really pretty good. So we'll see what happens here. I need a little bit more flush to get out. If I can, I'm going to take profits. Q's still coming in. A little bounce. I took the IWM off. 12 cents, $12 a contract profit. That's it. That's enough for me right now. I don't trust this market at all. Q's pretty weak, but again, that was my only SPY super system trade of the day right there. Q's was a nice one. I did not take the Q's. I took the IWM. Q's on the daily chart. The reason I didn't take the Q's, I'll show you. Q's was coming right to the 8. It's got support right there. If I look at the IWM, really no support here on the IWM. It's just below this horizontal line right there. That's why I took it. hoping to get a little bit more on it, but even 10 cents or 12 cents on a 71-cent entry is pretty good.
Watching Bitcoin hitting lows of the day, right by that 96,000.
It's about 17% on the IWM. Much smaller ranges in that and the IWM. But anyway, I'm out of that. I'm getting ready to think about going to lunch here pretty soon. We've got probably another 10-15 minutes. ES coming in as well with the SPY. Pretty hard drawback of the pullback in the market here. Yeah, just took that IWM for a quick trade. Out of it already. That was about 20% profit, 19%, something like that. ES just targeted a daily 8 AMA. Yeah, and that's why when I said why I didn't take the SPY, it's right at the 8 exponential moving average on the daily chart, which would be similar to the SPY ES. Just in time for them to go unchanged. I'll go to lunch. It's more like it.
Remember, I was watching this NASDAQ, seeing some large selling going on. And
Q's right down to the 8 here.
Well, nothing specific, members, in regards to news
Coming in pretty hard right now.
for this move lower in the NASDAQ. We are seeing continued selling going on. The NASDAQ right by lows of the day.
Go to lunch. Yes, Stephen, I thought that's what you figured it meant. I read it as unchanged, but lunch is basically about right. Again, the Q's pull back. Q's are right down to the 8 exponential moving average. SPY is right to the 8 exponential moving average. IWM, again, the weakest one is well below the 8 right now. Anyway, I just took some IBM puts, some IWM puts, and I'm out of it. That was that trade plus IBM calls that I had earlier. Took that. That was a quick trade. These are very quick trades. Out of both of those are my only true trades for 2 trades for the day, and we took a nice profit in OKTA today. Swing trade from entered on 2.6. Could have squeezed a little bit more out of that IWM, but a bounce is going to just occur about any time, so I wanted to be prudent and just take my money. So they're all too far away right now from the VWAP and the Qs and the IWM and the SPY, but we also have oops, lost my train of thought there for a minute. We also got them sitting on the 8 exponential moving average on the daily, which is support. Pretty steep selling in the Qs. Target down about 40 cents, but it's bounced back up right to the VWAP now on target.
Commentary out by Axios saying that Netanyahu says if Hamas doesn't release our hostages by Saturday at noon, the ceasefire will end and the IDF will resume the fighting in Gaza. That was the Powell testimony at the Senate banking panel has ended.
Did I dump CRNC? I did not, Ali. I'm still holding the ones I held through earnings. No, I'm still held the ones. I mean, I got CRNC out till February 21st, so I got another week and 3 days on this. So I'm not going to get out of it yet. It's still bullish. Here's the CRNC right here. I still got room to go to about 20. I'm not getting out on just one inside candle like that. No, this is still a bullish move after this. And it could sideways for a bit, but it's still got decent chance to go to the upside. So I'm still in it. Target coming down. SPY bouncing. IWM bouncing. You just can't stay in these trades very long. Again, I took profits in IWM. It's bouncing up. Oops. Yeah, IWM also bouncing. So again, I took profits, took about 17% in the IWM puts. Qs worked out pretty nicely, but I didn't touch those. They moved down pretty good. So I'm just watching here. I'm gonna get some lunch here in a minute. Pretty dull market. I mean, a couple of flushes here, a couple of pops here, but you gotta be very nimble on these things. I'm still looking to see if we can get Target to fill our target today. Down about 61 cents right now. Target right now is trading at got 725 for sell order at 662 right now. The gap fill taking place at EDU. Got room up to the 50. Up there about $58 roughly. Tesla down through the 100, and it's broken through the 100, at least temporarily. But market's starting to bounce again. This is just completely crap action here. SPY volume, 9 million shares. Awful. Yesterday was probably the worst day in months. 26 million shares. We got 9 million shares traded today. Just wicked action. Terrible volume. Right, coming up about 12:20, I'm going to get something to eat. Let's get some lunch. Market's not doing too much, so I don't expect anything. We got the CPI in the morning, so we have to be prepared for that. Could move the market either way. If it comes in hot, it's probably going to have the market pull down. All right, gonna get some lunch. I'll be back. I need to shut down the YouTube feed. I appreciate all of the folks watching on YouTube today, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're back in tomorrow around between 11 11:15 or so.